Hey, Aranami, why don't you go out with me instead? If you're with me, you can eat high-class meals every day. You can have anything you want.
Hello, so you're Ryosuke. Oh, let me introduce her. This is my roommate, the lovely Hineka.
Wait, what? You didn't tell me about this. My name is Ryosuke Ama. I'm a plain, ordinary 26-year-old office worker. I see. So if I do this and that... Huh? Did you change your watch, senpai? Oh, you noticed? Of course. Do you know how much I pay attention to you? That sounds a little off, but thanks. I've wanted this for a long time. Work is going well. I'm admired by my cute juniors and living a trouble-free life.
Oh, Ryosuke, good work today.
When I head to the break room at lunchtime, she calls out to me, Satsuki Aranami. She's my junior at work and also my girlfriend. We always eat lunch together. Good work. Sorry for keeping you waiting. By the way, our company has a cafeteria, but... Satsuki prefers to eat here because she wants to be alone with me during this time, so it's become our routine.
Delicious! Your bento is always so good, Ryosuke. I look forward to it every day.
Satsuki is beautiful and has a great figure, but she also has a big appetite. It surprised me at first, but I've come to see it as one of her charms. I'm glad to hear that. It's just a simple assortment of dishes, though. I make lunch for her every day. Apparently, she's not good at cooking. Well, I don't mind since she enjoys it so much. In fact, I'm happy to do it. So, this is where you two have been eating lunch. The guy who suddenly appears is Soji Kurohara. He's also my junior, but he's got a strong personality. Maybe too strong. Haranami, are you really satisfied with such a cheap-looking bento? That's rude, Kurohara, but I have to admit, your bento looks fancy. He's holding a clearly high-end bento. Then...
This bento, could it be that trending?
As expected of you, Aranami, you've got a keen eye. That's right. This is the famous Love Koi Gourmet high-end bento.
Oh, I knew it! I just saw it on social media this morning. Wow, it looks amazing. So delicious.
Right. It's on a whole different level compared to that meager excuse of a bento. Looks like you changed your watch too, but it looks cheap. Look at me. This watch is one of only 10 in the world. My suit, custom-made top-tier quality. My family is wealthy, and I was taught that people in high positions should care about what they wear. Yep, this is just how he is, so everyone in the office hates him. Yeah, but aren't you going to eat? Your fancy bento's getting cold. Huh, true high-class bento is delicious even when it's cold. Still, fresh is best. I keep eating my bento quietly, ignoring Soji's boasting. Hey, Aranami, why don't you go out with me instead? If you're with me, you can eat high-class meals every day. You can have anything you want.
Huh?
What? Kurohara, what the hell are you saying? There are jokes you just don't make. I'm not joking. Are you really okay letting such a premium man slip away? This is ridiculous. There's no reason to listen to this. Let's go, Satsuki.
A wealthy family, gourmet meals every day. So many things I haven't eaten yet. So many more to try.
Satsuki? A bad feeling creeps up in my chest, and unfortunately, my bad feelings are usually right.
Ryosuke, sorry for the sudden message, but let's break up. Thank you for everything. Your bentos were delicious.
No way. Did I lose to a high-class bento? I never expected my bento to win against a luxury one, but this is just too cruel. I was nothing more than a meal provider. I stare blankly, unable to process it. The next day, I try to act normal as I come to work. I guess this is just the price of office relationships. Well, apparently, I'm the only one thinking that way. Soji has already reeled her in, and now they're showing off their relationship for everyone to see. Satsuki, where do you want to go for dinner tonight? I'll take you anywhere.
Really? Then how about?
Our coworkers seem to have figured out the situation, and their gazes are icy. Are you okay?
Soji has no shame, boasting about stealing your girlfriend right in front of everyone. It's embarrassing to watch.
Everyone is trying to cheer me up. This really is a kind workplace. Thank you, everyone. Sorry for causing a fuss. I'm fine, really. I don't want to bring the office mood down because of me, so I bow my head in gratitude. I tell myself I'll be okay and that I'll get through this, but then...
Hello, this is Oya, your landlord. I'm really sorry, but some urgent repairs need to be done. We need you to temporarily vacate the apartment.
What? I have to move out? Okay. Thanks for letting me know. A single phone call from my landlord is enough to deal the finishing blow. Why does misfortune always come in waves? I sigh and lower my head. I've lost my girlfriend and now my home, at least temporarily. A few days later, I arrive at a certain place with my things. Sorry for the sudden request, sis. You really saved me. Thanks for letting me stay.
Don't be so formal.
This is my older sister, Misa Ama. Since our parents' house is too far away from my office, I decided to rely on her kindness.
Hello. So you're Ryosuke. Oh, let me introduce her. This is my roommate, the lovely Himeka.
Wait, what? You didn't tell me about this.
Yeah, I figured you'd react that way. Looking forward to living with you, Ryosuke.
Her name is Himeka Hanabatake. Apparently, a close friend of my sister and a fellow freelancer. Since they both work independently, they live together to support each other. First time hearing about it. Why didn't you tell me? I'm going to be a huge burden.
Oh, please. If I told you in advance, you would have chickened out and refused to come.
Of course I would.
That's ridiculous. What kind of sister wouldn't help her little brother when he's in trouble? Yeah, that's right.
Well, since Himeka has agreed to let me stay, I gratefully accept her offer. Sis, how's work been lately? You're a web designer, right?
Yeah, everything's going great. I landed a contract with a really good company and I had a meeting with them today.
Misa suddenly remembers something and makes a disgusted face.
But there was this really awful client. I couldn't believe someone like that actually exists. Really? Judging by your face, they must have been pretty bad. That sounds rough. Thanks, Himeka. Oh yeah, your apparel shop seems to be doing pretty well too. Yeah, it's still just online, but I've been getting more and more orders lately. It's all thanks to the website Misa made for me. I really appreciate it.
Apparently, Himeka graduated from a fashion design school, worked for an apparel company for 6 years, and then started her own online shop, which has been gaining traction through social media promotion.
But more importantly, Ryosuke, we need to talk about you. I heard most of it over the phone, and let me tell you, I'm absolutely furious!
Huh? I'm fine, really. A lot happened, but...
A lot? Misa told me everything, it's just awful. I'll tear them apart for you!
Himeka? Big sister? Wait, what?
Himeka's an only child, so she always wanted a little brother. Congrats, Ryosuke. You just got another gorgeous sister.
A week has passed. The renovations in my apartment have been delayed due to rain, so I still can't go back. I'm home. Himeka, are you working?
Oh, welcome back, Ryosuke. I was just looking up some clothes I wanted. It's from a brand that released it a while ago. They didn't have it in stores, so I was thinking of buying it online. But looking through these listings, there are so many fakes. I have to be careful.
Huh. I guess there really are a lot of counterfeit brand items out there. I don't know much about fashion, but I'd be pretty upset if I ended up buying a fake. I was just thinking that when...
Huh?
Himeka? Something wrong?
Ryosuke, will you be my model?
Huh? Model?
Yeah, I've been thinking about selling men's clothing too. You're tall and have a great build, perfect for modeling. For social media promotions, I'll shoot the photos in a way that doesn't show your face, so don't worry.
I never thought someone like me, who knows nothing about fashion, could do something like this, but Himeka was completely serious.
It would really help me out if you could model for me. Is that a no?
It's not a no. She's adorable. How could I possibly turn this down? From then on, I spent my free time, weekends and after work, modeling for Himeka. This outfit is really comfortable. It seems easy to match with different styles too.
Yeah, my sense of fashion is top-notch. You look amazing.
Himeka brags about her skills, but she really does have great taste. Even someone as clueless as me has started to enjoy fashion. Little by little, I gained confidence in myself, and before I knew it, seeing Satsuki and the others at work no longer affected me. Now that I've started caring about fashion, I've even started paying attention to the suits I wear for work. As I get ready in the morning, I start thinking it might be time to buy a new one. This feeling. I've been here before.
Hey, Ryosuke. After work today, let's go look at suits. I want to buy one for you.
What? No way, that'd be too much.
It's a thank you gift for being my model. Come on, let me do this for you.
She genuinely wants to do this for me. Honestly, I should be the one thanking her for all the support. Thank you. I actually was thinking of getting a new one, so could you help me pick it out? With that promise made, I said my goodbyes and left for work.
I did it. Good for you. Mimisa, you are awake?
After finishing work, I was waiting for Himeka at the station. I had asked if I should stop by home first, but she told me to wait here since the store was nearby. Both Misa and Himeka are always so busy. Maybe I should cook them a nice dinner tomorrow. Since moving in, I've been cooking and cleaning to do my part. Without this routine, I probably wouldn't have held myself together, just as I was thinking that. Huh, no way. Is that the loser senpai standing there all alone? Looks like they're on their way to dinner after work. Soji and Satsuki were there. What a disaster. Running into you guys even after work. Haha, spending your precious after hours all alone? How sad. Soji exaggerates his movements, showing off his clothes and accessories. More than annoyed, I just find his behavior embarrassing to watch. Look at her, senpai. Don't you think Satsuki looks way better than when she was with you? You do, right? I even bought her this, a Teor brand bag, the one from that famous designer. It's true that Satsuki dresses more extravagantly now. I guess that's Soji's influence. Well, I liked my girlfriend better the way she was before, but to each their own. Satsuki's expression darkened slightly. Seems like my words got to her.
Sorry for the wait, Ryosuke. Oh, do you know them?
Her voice, light and cheerful, clears the gloomy air. It's Himeka. I wasn't waiting long, and I just finished my conversation with them. Let's go.
Oh, well, okay then.
I don't want to drag Himeka into this. I try to leave as if nothing happened, but of course, they won't let me. Wait a second, senpai. That woman is insanely beautiful. No way. Don't tell me she's your new girlfriend. Soji, stop. You're being rude to someone you just met. Who cares about that? Hey, lady, you should ditch this guy. He's a loser who only wears cheap junk. That watch he just got looks like a total knockoff, doesn't it? It's obvious he's trying to insult me while sucking up to Himeka.
Huh?
Himeka?
Where did you buy that suit and bag?
Huh, you've got good taste to notice this. This outfit is from the famous brand LVK. It's a rare piece that's no longer on sale. Man, it was tough to track this down. Soji was bragging proudly, his nose in the air. But...
That's a fake, isn't it?
Huh? A fake? No way.
If you don't believe me, I can look it up for you. I actually work in the apparel industry, and because of that, I'm familiar with everything from budget fashion to high-end brands. And I've been researching men's suits a lot lately, so I could tell at a glance. Counterfeit brand goods have been spreading recently, so I've been extra cautious when shopping online. By the way, the bag that lady over there is holding is also fake. The hardware details are slightly off. Oh, wait, mine too? But Soji, you said you bought this from the official store! That bag is super popular and completely sold out everywhere, right? Because of that, the apparel industry knows that there are tons of counterfeits in circulation.
No way. Do you know how much I paid for this suit and bag? It seems Soji himself was tricked into thinking they were real. He looks utterly deflated. I see. So your wealthy parents told you to be mindful of what you wear. And yet you were strutting around in fakes, thinking they were real? I might have gone a little too far with that jab, but after everything he's put me through, I think I've earned it. My parents have nothing to do with this. I don't need to hear that from a guy wearing a cheap watch.
Ryosuke's watch is a high-end piece.
What?
It's from a rather niche brand, so it's understandable if you don't recognize it. Many of their models go for close to 1,000,000 yen. This one too is rather pricey and well-crafted. Watch.
That's impossible. That's right. Just as Himeka said, this watch cost me nearly 1,000,000 yen. I saved up for it and finally bought it.
Luxury brands are certainly wonderful. Wearing them can boost your confidence. But affordable fashion is just as valid. Being surrounded by things you love, that's what really matters. Using brand names to boost your image is meaningless if the person underneath is empty. Oh, and by the way, Selling counterfeits as if they were genuine is a crime, so be careful.
Gah. Himeka's words are irrefutable, leaving Soji speechless. Then,
Huh? Himeka? Ryosuke? What's going on here? A lover squirrel?
by pure chance, we ran into my sister while she was working.
Misa, you're done with your meeting? Yep. I was just heading home, but... Huh? Ah! You're that guy!
Gah. For some reason, my sister glares at Soji with a furious expression. Meanwhile, Soji looks like he's about to wet himself. Sis, you know him?
This guy was a nightmare customer at one of my client meetings, the one I told you about.
Apparently, my sister made the website for that high-end bento shop, Love Koi Bistro. She went there for a business meeting, and on her way out, she decided to buy a bento. Hey, you! Can't you see this brand? Food like this is meant for high-class people like me. Lowly commoners like you should give up your spot for me. I absolutely have to get this bento today. Sir, please calm down.
Hey, you arrogant idiot! Using brand names as an excuse to act like a jerk? You're not just lowering your own worth, you're dragging that brand down with you. If you're going to be a nuisance to this store and its customers, then get lost. Otherwise, get to the back of the line and wait like everyone else.
As you might have guessed, my sister had a bit of a wild side when she was younger. Anyway, that situation was resolved, but...
Got it? Don't you ever pull that crap again. That place is a very important client of mine. If you cause any more trouble, you know what'll happen, right?
Please spare me. I'm so sorry.
Hey! Soji, what about dinner? Ugh, seriously, what the hell?
Left behind, Satsuki stands there dumbfounded. Then, as if something clicks, she turns toward me.
Ryosuke, All right, you two better get going before the store closes. Come on, it's date night. Date night? Misa, cut it out.
Sis? Okay, I get it. Stop pushing. Being practically shoved along, Himeka and I finally start walking away.
Whew. Now then. Nice to meet you. I'm Ryosuke's sister. Hi. Let's see. You're his ex, right? Dumped him for a high-end bento? Weird. I could have sworn Ryosuke's homemade lunches were pretty delicious. Of course! Lately, I've been craving his bento more than any fancy meal. Oh?
What followed was a ruthless interrogation from my sister. Rumor has it that Satsuki lost her appetite for a while. Later on, it turns out that some coworkers had witnessed the station scene, and word spread like wildfire in the company. Soji, who always bragged about his luxury brands, became a laughing stock and soon quit. On top of that, someone had posted about his Love Koi Bistro incident online, and his shame was now broadcast nationwide. Why? Why is this happening to me? The post went viral, reaching his parents. Shortly after, they contacted the company to apologize. We don't recognize such a disgraceful son, they said. Soji was officially disowned. As for Satsuki, her reputation was already bad for ditching me for Soji. But now, with his disgrace, her credibility was completely shot. Apparently, she had only been with him for the fancy meals. And she wore the brand items just because he gave them to her.
Lately, nothing tastes good. I just want Ryosuke's bento again.
Too bad. she's never eating one of my lunches again.
Yeah, it looks great on you.
That night, I rushed to buy a suit, letting Himeka pick one out for me. Since it was from a well-known brand, it was expensive, so of course, I paid for it myself.
Oh, you've got good taste, I have to say.
Meanwhile, the repairs on my apartment were finally completed, and I was able to return home. Seeing Himeka's eyes shine with excitement as she looked at me, I found myself wanting something more. Then, can I ask for one more thing?
Of course. What is it? I'll do anything.
Anything? That's a problem, because when it comes to a confession, I want your honest feelings.
Huh? Wait, does that mean?
Himeka, I like you. Thank you for giving me confidence. Will you go out with me?
Yes! If you're okay with someone like me, I'd love to.
Her face is as red as an apple. Right now, she might be the cutest person in the world.
All right. Tonight we celebrate. Let's drink.
Just like Himeka said, wearing brand name clothes can give you confidence and help push you forward. But if you rely too much on their value, you'll have nothing left when they're gone. From now on, I want to be someone who doesn't just wear brands, but is worthy of being admired just as much as they are.
Oh, it's already this late. Thank you for always listening to me. It's because of your company, Takachiho-san, that we've been able to get so many customers.
No, thank you. Please feel free to talk to me anytime. I've met so many people today and heard so many stories. Sales is the best job. I'm Ryo Takachiho, 29 years old. I work for an IT venture company that operates a popular coupon site. Although door-to-door sales is generally considered a tough job, it's the perfect environment for me right now. Because, after all, real-life stories are great material for my writing. My dream is to become a novelist, and I want to depict life stories full of human emotions, both gritty and beautiful. Of course, I don't just directly use each story, but focus on the emotions and thought processes leading up to them. I would be completely happy if I could win an award in a contest. I've applied to many publishers, but I haven't debuted yet. But I believe these everyday experiences will one day pay off, so I continue with this job. Takachiho, I've submitted the new contract report for you since you're so slow. I had just returned to the office when Shoichi, my senior, who is 3 years ahead of me and the CEO's son, spoke to me. Thank you, but I'll handle my own work, so please focus on your tasks, Shoichi. What a cheeky guy. You should be grateful that I, the CEO's son, am helping you out. What help? You always change the name of the responsible person to yours and take all the credit for it. Shoichi, taking advantage of his position, has been spreading the word that contracts I or other employees secured are his achievements. The CEO pampers Shoichi, recognizing his son's accomplishments, and the other employees are frustrated, but can't say anything. Well, ironically, this experience has been useful for my writing. When I vent my frustration towards Shoichi and the CEO into my writing, my pen flows naturally. And by turning negative emotions into energy, I feel like my expressive power has expanded. So, I consider the environment here, both inside and outside the company, as great for gathering material for my writing. One day, as I was about to head to a client's office, Shoichi stopped me with a smug smile. Hey Takachiho, today's presentation would be risky with just you, so I'll go with you. The client we are visiting today is LK News, a major news site. I've done all the preliminary negotiations alone to make this partnership happen. If this succeeds, our company's website's traffic will definitely increase, and it will be a major achievement. No, I'm fine alone. I've been negotiating with them by myself up until now. Huh? Don't talk back. This is a direct order from the CEO. It's probably a lie, but Shoichi will likely report it as if it were his idea anyway. I know he's trying to steal my credit, but I don't have time to argue now. Alright, let's go together. He definitely wants the contract, so he won't try to sabotage me in the negotiation. I'll let him tag along. I decided to go with Shoichi since time was running out. When we got near the client's office, we found an elderly man in traditional clothing, gasping for breath. Are you alright? I quickly ran to him and kneeled down. Shall I call an ambulance?
No, the medicine. It's in my bag.
The medicine, right? I'll open your bag. Hey, what are you doing? We don't have time for this. We're late for the presentation at LK News. I can't just leave someone in distress. Call them or let them know we'll be a little late. What? Are you stupid? Being late is unacceptable. I'll go alone. You help the old man. Fine. Do as you wish. The fool who is too kind. I'll take the credit again. The old man starts to recover, and his color begins to return.
Thank you. You saved me.
I'm glad to hear that. But should we go to the hospital just to be safe? I accompanied the old man to his regular hospital in a taxi. On the way, the man wanted to thank me and asked for my business card. Although I initially refused, I ended up giving the man my card after he insisted. After dropping the man off at the hospital, I called the client to explain and apologized. Shoichi handles the excuse well, as expected. He's good at looking good when it comes to claiming credit. Although Shoichi's presentation wasn't anything special, the materials were praised, and the client seemed positive about proceeding with the contract. If we secure this deal, it'll be thanks to the excellence of my presentation. Shoichi had nothing to do with the preparation of the materials, but he's determined to take the credit. I, suppressing my anger, calmly countered Shoichi's boastful attitude. Don't you care whether that man is okay? That old man? Why would I care? You abandoned your work this time. You're unfit for the job. What do you mean, old man? What do you think human life is? I left the presentation to you, but I'm still continuing as the lead on this. This is the project I've been nurturing. I forced myself to stay calm and argue back, but he just smiled smugly. A bad feeling starts to creep in as the CEO arrives in the office.
Hey, Shoichi! You've done great work!
Thank you, Dad. Well, it's only natural for me to get these results.
Meanwhile, Takachiho-kun, despite your work up until now, what's with you just leaving everything to others at the last minute?
Leave everything? Human life was at stake.
Anyway, you'll be reassigned from this case. I'm giving it to my son.
Once again, I was robbed of the credit by Shoichi. Well, this experience will definitely be useful for my novel. I try to convince myself as I continue working, and one day, I head to the reception area for a meeting with a client, when suddenly I'm greeted by a familiar face.
Thank you again for your help the other day. I'm feeling much better now.
The man I helped and a young woman are there. They came all the way here using the business card I gave him.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the delay in expressing my gratitude.
The woman introduces herself as Yurina Miyakonojo, the man's granddaughter. It's nothing. I was just doing what anyone would do. I'm glad you're feeling better.
No, it was a big deal for me.
My grandfather is currently writing a retirement memoir novel, and he almost disappointed all of his fans.
What? A retirement memoir novel? No way!
Could it be that you knew? My grandfather is Shigenare Miyakonojo. He's a novelist writing under his real name.
What? Shigenari Miyakonojo himself? I'm such a big fan! I'm amazed! I'm glad to know I have such young fans. I don't appear in the media, so very few people know my face. I had no idea you were such a renowned author. I read your serialized work every week, and I really enjoy it.
Thank you. Thanks to that, I'll be able to continue my serialized work without any issues.
By the way, Takachiho-kun, there's something I would like to ask you.
The atmosphere changes as Shigenari's expression becomes serious.
Although my body is starting to give away, my hearing hasn't diminished. When you helped me the other day, you had a companion with you. I remember hearing your companion say, "I'll take the credit." What did that mean? I've been curious about that.
Well, he's the son of the CEO of this company, so he tends to act on his own quite a lot.
I see.
I guess it's not good to talk too much to outsiders, huh? I try to keep it vague, but Shigenari seems to have picked up on something. He then looks at Yurina and whispers something in her ear.
No, it's about us. Thank you for sharing that, Takachiho-kun.
There may be some changes in your company going forward, but please don't feel responsible for it.
What does that mean? I ask, but both of them just smile knowingly. Maybe ignorance is bliss after all.
By the way, Takachiho-kun, could you spare some time later? I feel like I've known you for a long time.
Really? I'm afraid I don't recall. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I'll check on it myself.
It's a bit of an unsatisfactory conversation, but we left it there for the day. At that moment, in the CEO's office, a secretive conversation was unfolding.
Shoichi, don't overdo it.
Leave it to me, Dad. I'm sure the bill for Ginza's charges is piling up, right?
Yeah, but I'm sure you're in the same boat, huh?
Don't worry, the world's full of naive fools. Everything's fine. A few days passed, and strange rumors started spreading around the office.
Someone was approached by a recruiter outside the office, asking about their treatment and other details.
Really? Me too. A colleague from the sales department and a senior from the general affairs department were also approached. Same recruiter, probably.
What's this? Everyone's being approached? I was hoping to get headhunted.
Something strange, right? They didn't even give us their business cards.
But honestly, with the CEO's son running things, I wouldn't mind leaving the company if I could find a better job.
A few days later, I was invited by Yurina to a cafe on my day off.
Sorry for troubling you on your day off.
No, it's fine. But what did you want to talk about?
I've remembered why I felt like I knew you, Takachiho-san. I've read your novel before.
Huh? But I haven't even been published yet.
Actually, I work as a book editor at Love Koi Publishing. I'm also a first-round judge for our company's novel contest. And that's how your name stayed in my memory.
What? You're a judge? I didn't know that. But I can't believe you remember my work. I did apply to the Love Koi contest, but I thought there must be so many submissions, so I didn't expect to stand out.
It was because your novel was so striking. The way you captured the depth of human emotions and the subtle nuances of the characters. I was really impressed. I always wondered what kind of person could write something like that. Unfortunately, your work didn't make it past the second round of the contest. But personally, I still think it should have been published.
That's very humbling.
I want you to keep writing, no matter what happens in the future. That's why I wanted to express my support for you today.
It means a lot. Thank you so much. It would be a lie to say I wasn't embarrassed. But more than that, I felt like everything up to this point had finally paid off.
So, I have a suggestion for your future, Takachiho-san. Would you consider resigning from your current job?
Huh?
I can't explain it in detail right now.
After hearing what Yurina said, I opened my eyes wide, but understood and decided to accept the offer, as I didn't feel any loyalty to the company. Soon after, I submitted my resignation. I hadn't been spending money on anything other than writing, so I had enough savings to get by until I found a new job.
Our company was about to see a huge boost in performance due to the LK News project, but you made a foolish decision, huh?
Well, if someone doesn't have foresight, it's no surprise they leave the company. It's better that way, isn't it? Despite the CEO and Shoichi's final insults. Dad, this is bad. LK News just contacted us. They want to cancel the partnership.
What?
A few days after I resigned, the situation changed completely. I don't understand why. We were so close to finalizing everything. Damn it, I'm going to go and ask them directly. Shoichi immediately storms over to LK News. But when he arrives, it was not the person he expected. Oh, you are...
Oh, have you already forgotten? I'm the old man you abandoned the other day.
You were quite rude to my grandfather, weren't you?
Shigenari and Yurina smile coldly at Shoichi. He probably didn't fully understand the situation, so it seemed that Shoichi had realized that they were somehow connected to LK News. He hurriedly bowed his head to Shigenari and Yurina. I'm really sorry for my rude behavior the other day. But why are you two here?
I'm Shigenari Miyakonojo, a novelist. My granddaughter works at Lovekoi Publishing. Now that I've said that, you should understand why we are here.
Actually, LK News is a subsidiary of Lovekoi Publishing, and Shigenari is a major shareholder of LK News. Together, Shigenari and Lovekoi Publishing own more than half of the shares.
The other day, you mentioned LK News. When I looked into it further, I found out that LK News and your company were in negotiations.
So, we informed the people at LK News through Lovekoi Publishing about the facts as they were.
But... Just because you're major shareholders doesn't mean you can do whatever you want with the company, right?
Are you saying we're privatizing this company?
That's exactly what you're doing, isn't it? We were about to finalize the partnership deal. The deal with LK News would have been highly beneficial to them too. Yet, you've come barging in and ruined everything.
Don't you get it? The reason LK News won't sign with your company is because of employees like you. You abandoned someone in need, berated your subordinates, and stole their achievements. I've done some digging. I've looked into your work and your father, the CEO. As a result, I simply don't believe that your company can walk the same path as LK News.
LK News is at the forefront of preserving literary culture. The world of novels and magazines has been declining, and print media is dying. I don't want to involve your company in something that important.
Realizing that the contract can't be revived, Shoichi glares at Shigenari and Yurina with an angry expression, while Shigenari and Yurina remain calm. Don't mess with me! We've already made an advance investment in new businesses in anticipation of this deal. This whole thing was based on the deal being finalized. How are you going to take responsibility for this?
Your rash advance investment is none of our responsibility.
I've spoken to the people at LK News. They said that after your charge of responsibilities, the deal becomes less likely. With or without us, the deal would have fallen through eventually.
Damn it! How can you say that? I'll consult with my father, and I'll get revenge for this.
How are you going to get revenge? You haven't even finalized the contract, and there wasn't even a verbal agreement. I'm curious to see how you plan to get your revenge.
though I'm not sure if you have the strength left to do anything.
What? You're talking nonsense. Just wait. With that, Shoichi storms out of the meeting room. Soon after, Shoichi's and his father's company's financial situation took a turn for the worse. It was all due to their reckless advanced investment based on the potential LK News deal. And their suffering didn't end there. This is bad! Dad!
What now?
Look at this! In his hand is a weekly magazine published by Lovekoi Publishing. The headline reads, "The Dark Side of a Popular Coupon Site Company." Yurina had tipped off a colleague in the weekly magazine editorial department, and a reporter had thoroughly investigated the article. It turns out the recruiter who had approached the employees was a reporter from Lovekoi Publishing. It was written that I had been engaging in power harassment, using my position as the CEO's son to steal my subordinates' contracts. And furthermore,
Funds from contracts were deposited into personal accounts for embezzlement and used for drinking expenses in Ginza. Even the CEO, his father, silently approved of this. The embezzlement was led by him? What does this mean? How did it get out?
yes, Shoichi and his father had been embezzling money for personal use. I didn't know everything, but Yurina had informed me that the company was sinking, which is why I had resigned before getting caught up in this mess. Before I left, I had informed the employees who were resentful of Shoichi and his father about this. Of course, I made sure to be careful not to violate any laws. So now, the only people left in the company are those still benefiting from the nepotism of Shoichi and his father. Soon, the company was in complete turmoil.
Excuse me, this is Geretsu News. Can we have a quick comment?
Kiddo TV here. Are you planning to run away? Please hold a press conference.
Oh! Shoichi and his father, standing while getting bombarded by camera flashes, have nowhere to escape.
So,
Could you tell us what's going on? Please be clear.
They stammer and fail to make excuses, continuing to be attacked by the press. In the end, they just made things worse for themselves. Naturally, the bank pulled out, and Shoichi and his father were completely cornered. They were arrested for embezzlement, along with the employees who had supported them.
damn it! How did this happen?
Those old fool and the granddaughter! They shouldn't have interfered! At this point, blaming someone else is out of the question. This is all the result of their own actions. In the end, the company went bankrupt without a CEO. Meanwhile, I had found a new job and was continuing my writing activities. Thank you for helping me back then. If I hadn't resigned, I might have gotten caught up in something terrible.
No, it was only natural since you helped my grandfather. Also, as the first fan who fell in love with your talent, I wanted to help you. Well, when I say fell in love, I mean with your talent, not in a weird way.
Yurina suddenly blushes and looks down, while I smile and hold her hand. I'll definitely win a newcomer award with my next work and debut. When that happens, will you go out with me?
Yes, I'd be happy to.
There were times when I almost gave up because I wasn't seeing results, but I kept going, believing that someday, someone would recognize my efforts. Just like those two, who I met through a strange twist of fate.
Now, Ryokun, will your next novel be based on your married life?
Grandpa, hold on. Ryo and I just started dating, so that's a little too soon to talk about.
After that, I made my debut as a novelist, and a few years later, my name became widely known. And the surprise came even later, when people found out I was married to the granddaughter of Shigenari Miyakonojo.